And that's right, guys, welcome to my new Nintendo room, and far out am I excited to show you guys all this. It took a few days, well about a week actually, to set this up properly, but here it is. Every individual item in here needed to be dusted and cleaned properly. Every shelf needed to be cleaned properly. Had to find rooms, sort things out. It was chaos, but really enjoyable chaos, if I can put it in any good way. So really excited to go through the room. I'll just give you a quick pan of how the room's set up at the moment so you guys can get an idea. The amiibos are everywhere. They were really hard to sort out and find, but you know, we found room. And this room I really like compared to my last because obviously the space, but it's not as cluttered. So I'm only displaying about 90% of what I was displaying in the last room. I've put things away. I've made it more clean and neat and organized so people can come in here and use it and not worry about bumping things. But this right here is my favorite area, pride and joy. I'll step back a bit because this is one of the entrances to the room. So as you come in the room, you see that great wall of Nintendo 64 consoles. And I just love it. Look at the color. Nintendo 64, if you've watched a lot of my videos and followed me on Instagram for a while, is my absolute #1 favorite Nintendo console. The memories growing up in the 90s, playing that machine with all the amazing games, just will always live with me and have a special place in my heart. Excuse the glare because a lot of these boxes are in the protective cases and it's plastic and it shines and glares. And I've managed to fit my Banjo Tooie standee right here nice and snug in the corner, which looks really good. And this area here, which I put this shelving sideways, which I really like, it's a bit clever. If I had them up standing like that, it would block the flow of the room and I didn't like it. So I've put it sideways, and it's really made up of, you know, as you can see, Wii U's, Wii's and DS items as well. And it fits in there not too bad. Like I said, I've put things in, like, you know, a lot of stuff sideways, and there's stuff behind these boxes that you can't see because I just don't have the room to display it. And I didn't want to clutter the room having stuff all over the carpet, or this area here where I'm standing right now. I wanted to leave it open and flowing, whereas last room I had my amiibo stands in the middle with the magazine rack, but this time I've made room so you can get in nicely, do unboxings, get people in here, and easier to see things. And up the top I have amiibos, which, like I said, there are amiibos everywhere. Sometimes I regret collecting amiibos because they're just hard to display sometimes, but because I've started, when they bring new ones out, I just have to keep going. I've made the journey, just got to keep going. And there's a few more bits and bobs down here as well. If we pan back to the left past my great wall of Nintendo 64s, I've also left a bit of a gap up there as well because I do have 2 more new Nintendo 64 box variations I don't have on their way. So looking forward to doing an unboxing hopefully in about a week and a half time for you guys. So keep an eye out for that video. And to the left here we can see all the magazines, my Nintendo Power Guides displayed nice. It looks like a bit of a shop in the corner. I really like it. I've got a picture frame up the top, and hidden away we have, I can zoom in, the 4 starting Pokemon pop vinyls, the only pop vinyls I have, and Bulbasaur my favorite. And yeah, down below are the Nintendo guides for all the different games, mainly Nintendo 64. Books that I've just stacked up. Again, I used to have these displayed sideways in the room, but I just don't have the room, and I wanted to keep the carpet nice and clean, easy for cleaning and vacuuming. And there's also stuff behind those books put away that it's not out displayed because, again, the clutter. And now moving on to my kiosk machines. People can come in here and play them really easy. Compared to the last room, they were really cramped together. My arcade machine was facing into the GameCube because it had no space, so people couldn't play the game. But now you can come in here and have a go. You can pick what Nintendo 64 game you want to play with the EverDrive cart there, which has all the games plus lots of other custom games and NES games, or you can come to the GameCube, you know, pick up some GameCube games that I have, chuck it in, and away you go there. And also people love having a go at the arcade machine, trying to win a prize, which is quite difficult. I've had so many goes at it, and I think I've won it once. It's quite tricky. And above the top there, we have my Nintendo Switch consoles and some of my controller accessories. They're not all my controllers because I just can't fit them all up there. I have lots more. I've left a gap for the heating as well because I want to block that off. And I will be getting, I've left a bit of room up there as well because there's a new, that bluey, purpley Nintendo Switch Lite coming out, I think next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday. So I'll be getting and doing unboxing of that. So please keep an eye out for that as well. But the arcade machines, the kiosk machines look really cool. Come in, have a go, play away. Yeah, awesome. And I've got my, if you can see behind there, I have nowhere else to put it really. My Super Mario Odyssey standees hidden away there. It's hard to see, but at the same time it sort of covers up a few wires and cords, which neatens it up, which I like as well. And a few bits and bobs down the bottom with the Mario Circuit stuff and a few other items. Also under my kiosk machine I have lots and lots of display posters and vinyls and cardboard things, heaps of merchandise, again not displaying. And I'd like to point out as well, behind that shelf I have my cardboard magazine holders. I have so much merchandise behind there in terms of, you know, shop displays and stuff and promotional stuff that I can't display, which I don't want to, but I have it for rainy days when I want to pull it out for photos or videos or who knows what. So as we turn around in the room now, here's one of my amiibo stands right here. Again, amiibos take up a lot of room, but having these stands does help it a lot. And I've had to leave a bit of a gap here because the light switches are just there. So I need to make sure my hand fitted behind there to get to the light switches. And up the top of my display cabinet, I have my Super Nintendo consoles with some Super Nintendo controllers, which is really cool. I've got my GameCube boxes as well, my Famicom Mini SNES I should say, and some more stuff here as well. We'll get to that in a minute. I'll open up my display cases, really like this. I'm getting some lightings for this as well, so keep an eye. I'll totally do a video on that or something in the future to light this cabinet up a bit better. But I've displayed, look at the colors of those Nintendo 64 guys. They look so good. Love it. Looks like a rainbow. It pops. So I've got one facing that way, something different. I've got this one facing that way, and the next tier I've sort of done, you know, half and half. So yeah, I really love that. All the colors, just, yeah, another reason why I love me Nintendo 64. And below that, I used to have my GameCubes and stuff and just consoles down the bottom, but this time I've made it like a Nintendo Switch display. I'm looking at getting some stands made up, or find some stands for the back of these Nintendo Switches so they can see a little bit higher, because you can see with the mirror there, that's wasted space and those switches are hard to see. So I'll look at doing something in the future as well. So I might be able to do a full video on my display cabinet. Keep an eye out for that. And the Joy-Con colors look really cool. I've left a bit of, you know, some gaps between them, because as you get more Joy-Cons, you know, you got the Fortnite ones and Zelda ones coming out soon. I can squeeze them in as well. And down below, I have my Joy-Con boxes. I'm missing a couple. Like I don't have just the plain red ones or the red and blue one together, so I don't have them, but I am getting like I said, the Zelda one which comes out and the Fortnite one. And I've also left that gap, which someone did point out on my when I posted this. I posted a little video of this on my Instagram page as a preview to the room, and they said, is that space for the new Switch Lite? And that was spot on. That's exactly where it's going, so I've left space for that coming as well. So really happy with that display cabinet. It looks really awesome. Moving on to the left, I've got my GameCubes as well. This cabinet I won't open up because these controllers, you know, they're just sitting there nicely, and one bump and they'll fall down. It's a pain in the ass. So it's a bit hard to see the reflection, I'm sorry, but I've got the 4 GameCubes there. They're on a bit of a stand, if you can see in the background, so you can see them. And below that, do you know what? I'm going to try and open this up. You watch the controllers fall. Hopefully they don't. Oh, just makes me nervous. All right, so there's the controllers. I'll just keep that cabinet open, and below that we've got some more GameCube stuff. We've got the 2 box controllers, the spiced orange and the black one. A promo GameCube DVD, some AV pack, a blister pack memory card, a Super Nintendo DS, the 3DS, the Metroid 1, the Special Edition XD Pokemon GameCube, and below that more handhelds. Again, I've got some sort of stand at the back so they can sit up as well. Just a mixed match of all different Special Edition Zelda ones, some 3DSs, 2DSs, Game Boy Colors, all sorts of different ones. And below that, I've got all my Wii Colors, the Wii U motion controller remotes, and some more handhelds, the Pokemon one, and some stands as well, so bits and bops. So very nicely that didn't close. I'm not going to close that properly, but just close enough so I can get through. And as we move on to the left here, again, you know, more of my consoles up top. I'll quickly swing around to the left, and I've got more over here as well. I've got a display cabinet coming for this. It's on its way, should be here in a day or two, where I can put that in a protective case. So looking forward to getting that protected so it doesn't bow, no dust damage, etc, etc, etc. We'll quickly come back here, not too close, but some of my, you know, statues, figurines in their boxes. Luigi's Mansion 3 one, I love that one. Breath of the Wild Link, and some Rabbids. Below we have more, like I said, there's more Nintendo Switch controllers. They're everywhere. At one stage when the Switch came out, I was trying to collect all the controllers, but they pump out so many different controllers, third-party controllers, I just could not keep up. So I've sort of stopped doing that now, but I will buy, like, you know, a Pro controller, stuff like that, but the third-party ones I've just given up. I'm not really happy with this area. Like, this was just, I haven't got much room left. I had to decide what stuff I was going to put in here, what stuff was going to be kept under the couch or put away. So it's just a mixture of bits and bobs. Over time, I reckon I'll change and fiddle with this area a bit more. Just lots of Switch merchandise and different things there as well. And if I go below that as well, again, it's just a mix and match of all different things, like Goomba's hidden away, Yoshi's back there. There's stuff behind there I'm not displaying because it's got no room for it. But yeah, and try to put some of my games as well, like my sealed, you know, Monopoly and chess and stuff like that down the bottom as well. Now we'll swing around back over here, and as you can see, more amiibos, more amiibos. This stand tucks in there nicely as well, which I'm really happy about. And if I go around to the couch where I sit and do my gaming, I've got my plushies over here, you know, my Goomba, Animal Crossing, Mario Head, you know, my two mushrooms, the Life Up one and the big one. There's another Yoshi over there, and a pillow that was made for me, really cool, custom made. And we have more amiibos displayed just like that. I'm thinking about putting something there as well. I really don't like that. The back of the bookcase, maybe some sort of, I got like a Yoshi scarf I could put there, or so, I don't know, just to make it look a bit more nice than it is. But over time, I'm sure I'll figure that out. And behind there, more display stuff, like boxes of it. I've got so much of that, guys, hidden around everywhere, of all my promo stuff, and another Super Mario poster as well. It's got the rune, and I've shoved a few hats up the top there. I'll try and quickly zoom in, look wrong way, and you can see the different hats up the top, because, you know, room for more amiibos or whatever. I'll figure that out. And here's all my games, my Nintendo 64 box games, factory sealed Pokemon Puzzle and graded Tony Hawk's, my Banjo-Kazooie promo VCR tape, and all my Nintendo 64 games in their protective cases. So very nice indeed. We got a few more down the bottom. The prices of these lately are just going through the roof. And all my loose cart games, which are a little bit unorganized and not neat at the moment. Move down a bit further, my Super Nintendo box games. Don't have as many as the Nintendo 64 ones. NES carts, and some more Super Nintendo NES box games. I don't really collect that too much. Going down a bit further, we got my GameCube games. Really getting into my GameCube lately and really enjoying playing it. That's what I'm playing the most, is my GameCube at the moment. Absolute terrific console, really underrated. My Wii U games, some PS4 games right there, and all my Wii games down below. As we go a bit higher, my Breath of the Wild, Traveler's Bow, huge box. Can't really see down there. Massive box sitting right there, just tucked in the corner. A Nintendo Down Under sort of light case thing, forget what it's called, and some Tokyo characters. The only sort of Xbox I have in here, because Conker's Bad Fur Day and Perfect Dark Joan of Dark are Nintendo 64 in my heart. I've got my Banjo-Kazooie standee sitting in the corner there quite nicely. All my consoles hooked up. So all I do is change the dial here, change the dial, and I can plug, turn one of these on, it'll come up on my TV and the sound will come out. Turn the sound off at the moment. Really cool. So this says Switch and N64 because the Switch and Nintendo 64 works in this one. Or if I change the dial, it'll say, I don't know, GameCube, Mini NES or whatever. There's me PS5 sitting over there. I do like to play a bit of PlayStation with my mates and stuff like that. COD Zombies, really love that at the moment. My Majora's Mask standee looks quite nice over there as well. So the two standees on each side of the TV, really happy with that. Looks really awesome. Some lights over here, they all light up. I just can't bother turning them on at the moment. They look really cool. And my handheld gaming stuff. Yeah, don't really collect much of that anymore, but my probably favourite thing I have here, which is really cool, is this. My Luigi's Mansion 2. It's factory sealed. Can you see the factory seal on it? Really hard to find factory sealed stuff because gaming stores always open it up or it comes opened up. But to get that factory sealed was really awesome. I've had that factory sealed for a while now, so we'll keep that nice and sealed. Maybe one day I'll send it off for grading, I don't know. But yeah, keep that tucked in there nicely as well. And some Goomba lights up the top. Here's my Nintendo Switch stuff. My Labo, which I've never opened. I've got a Donkey Kong game up here, I don't know why that's there. And some of my Special Edition Bayonetta Special Edition, never opened it, sealed, been sealed for years. Breath of the Wild, a Monster Hunter, which I did open, and I've never opened that as well, that's sealed as well. And my Nintendo Switch games, I think the kids have been into it because they're a bit unorganised. But yeah, there's all my Switch games, I won't go through them individually. And some PS3 games and my Super Nintendo carts. I hate the Super Nintendo carts. I talk about this every time. There's no end label. They're curved, so they're really hard to sit. Like, I could bump that and that'll shake. They're really frustrating, but that's okay. So I've got more Super Nintendo carts than actually the boxes. And some more lights over here as well. So that there, guys, is a real basic tour of the room. I didn't go through every individual item, but I was just so excited. I'm really happy with this room. I really like it. I come in here, and it was before, it was my gaming stuff was separated from my TV, but now it's all in one room. Really looks really cool, I reckon. A couple of people have come over and seen it already, and they're really enjoying it, really loving it. So yeah, please in the comments down below, guys, let me know what you think of my new Nintendo room. Do you like it? Do you love this wall? I love this wall. Do you love Nintendo 64? Do you not love Nintendo 64? Just tell me anything. I love the feedback. Interacting with you guys is always good fun. And hopefully over time I can make little improvements and do the different things in here. Get some lighting for the cabinet and some stands inside. Looking forward to doing stuff like that, which should be good fun over time. So yeah, cheers guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.